Thomas, lovely to see you.
Same. Good morning.
We've all been fascinated for this because this is the first big thing you've had to do, it feels like, in the job, and we were hoping it would give us some clues about the type of England manager you might want to be. And the first thing you've done is brought a couple of very familiar faces back in Marcus Rashford and Jordan Henderson, who will both get the headlines. Why have you picked them, and are they realistic contenders for the World Cup?
Yes, of course. Everyone who's with us on this journey in the first camp is a contender for the World Cup. He is like already part. Every player is a part in the first step. At the same time, it's only the first step. So the nomination is not the nomination for America. We had some tough decisions to take, and we didn't make it easy for ourselves. So we had long discussions in the last days. We waited very long until Champions League games were over. Until we took our last decisions, and it is important to be in the first camp. If you are in the first camp, you are in the first step of the journey, and every journey starts with the first step. So yes. Why Jordan? I think this is a pretty easy one. Jordan is first of all a serial winner. He is he's captain of Ajax at the moment. He's available. He played a lot of matches until yesterday. He played in the European Cup. And what he brings to every team is leadership, is character, personality, energy. He makes sure that everyone lives by the standards, and with this characteristic, he embodies everything what we try to build. We try to build a team for our fans. We try to build a team that our fans are proud of, they can identify with, and is hopefully an exciting watch on the way. And Jordan brings everything. He embodies everything what we want from this team to be. With Marcus, already also a familiar face, like you say it, back in the team, but it's a bit a different situation. I felt that Marcus had a huge impact in Aston Villa since he changed to Aston Villa. He made a huge impact from the bench, mostly from the bench. Lately he got, I think, 2 matches from the start in Champions League. The impact was impressive. The physical impact was impressive, and most importantly, the impact against the ball, his work rate, his defensive impact, his hard work in counter-pressing, his tracking back on his position was impressive. And I had the strong feeling that we should nominate him, we should bring him in, to push him to stay on that level, to not fall back in old routines. It was very impressive, and this camp is to bond with him, of course, to get to know him and push him to stay on that exactly that level.
When you look at the recall of Henderson and the selection of Dan Burn, for example, is it a reflection of the fact that this squad, from your perspective, is about winning and winning now, and there's less emphasis than there has been in the past on the development of younger players? I truly
believe that these two things have to be combined, and I think I truly believe that Dan Burn and Jordan Henderson have every chance to be with us in the World Cup. Football in general, but maybe even more international football, is about team spirit. It is about building a team that loves to play with each other, that transports the spirit to the fans, to the nation, to the country. And it is about building a brotherhood. So we cannot only do it with young players, and we cannot only do it with only experienced players. It has to be a good balance. It has to be a good mix, in my opinion. And that's what we're trying to do. But without doubt, players like Dan Burn, like Jordan Henderson, bring something on a very natural, genuine basis to a group, from leadership and from devotion and from being humble and from setting the standards and taking care about the respect in the group, taking care about the language in a group. Yeah, I was surprised that Dan was never called up, but he's such a tall guy, but obviously it's easy to overlook him. It almost happened to me, and I can just tell you to these 2 phone calls, if you see the reaction from Jordan, this natural reaction when he was called up, and this natural reaction from Dan Burn, you instantly know that you picked the right guys.
You mentioned that you rang Jordan Henderson to tell him that you'd picked him. When you said, "Hi, it's Thomas Tuchel," what did he say?
Hi, I'm Jordan. No, we had this phone call that you're talking about. We had this weeks ago, where I just wanted to check in, introduce myself, and see how he is and see how he feels about this idea, and if he's even ready, or if it was too painful how it ended and not being in the squad and whatever. So this phone call we had, and it was a video call, because at least you can see reactions. And so.
Was he surprised?
No, he appreciated it. I did not call him with unknown number. I texted him before, so he knew that the call is coming, and we arranged a time. For me, it was just so nice to see, like yesterday when I called him, like his genuine reaction to it, and you could just feel like a serial winner with over 80 caps, I think, and just the pure joy and how humble he takes this decision and how happy he is to come back on Monday. Then it was very, very impressive.
Have you decided who your captain will be?
Well, it's easy. There's a decision is made and decision stands. Harry's the captain.
Just on Ben White,
yeah.
Did you try to call him up? Did he refuse a call up? What's the state of play there?
Absolutely not. He loves to be back in the squad. I just think it's a bit too early now from him, given the seriousness of the injury that he had. I'm delighted that he's back. He's back now in back-to-back trainings. So we were monitoring the process, and a huge compliment to the medical and performance department of the FA, and thanks to everyone at Arsenal to let us monitor closely. So we're on it. I was speaking to him, was speaking to Ben, that we're delighted that he's back on the bench. He had a Champions League match now in the second leg, and I think now it's just a question about getting more minutes, getting more rhythm, and then he has every chance to be back, and he wants to be back, is glad to be back.
What kind of qualities do you think you can bring to the team that it doesn't have yet, and what kind of playing style are you hoping to establish?
My qualities, I can just bring myself. I have nothing else to add. I bring my devotion and my emotion and my joy and passion for football and for the job, and I hope the players will feel my love for where I am and what I do. Hopefully this can come across. And the second question was? The
playing style. What playing style can we expect?
I see it needs to reflect the Premier League. The Premier League is a very physical league, is a very physical demanding league, is a very direct league. I think we should be brave enough to play like an England squad and should not try to copy other nations, other styles too much. I think it should reflect the values of the country and of the strongest league in the world, which is the Premier League. So we will try to implement a direct style, an attacking style, and we will try to increase our rhythm in our game, increase the intensity in our game, and we will try to do it, of course, in a crash course from Monday, and unleash the potential for Friday.